Joining me today is debatably one of the greatest poker players of all time.
That's a hell of a lead-in. Like, you know, and
50,000, 100,000.
50,000, 100,000, you know.
How much money you got in front of you?
10 million, I think we started with, you know. But
how much did you end up beating this guy for?
16 million. I'm in a really good place in my life right now, and it's, you know, I'm really happy.
All right, guys, we're here. We're live. Joe Ingram, Chicago Joey, coming to you, GTO headquarters, beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. As the Epic Music begins to kick up here, we are live. Landon Tice, first Bill Perkins heads-up match, 200, 400. High stakes, heads up, no limit hold'em. GTO headquarters, Las Vegas, Nevada. That's where we're at right now, guys. Right now, we are here. We are live. What's going on, guys? Putting on the no limit hold'em hat for today. Day 5 of this challenge. Landon Tice comes in up $53,000 after 1,679 hands. Right now, we're waiting for the links for this table because we can't get the link set up beforehand to watch these two play. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody going in the chat? Everyone out there is fired up right now. We got a lot of people out there in the chat. Remember, we're playing 200, 400 high stakes, heads up, no limit, hold'em. And Landon Tice needs to win this challenge versus Bill Perkins by $720,000. The reason he gets that lead is because Landon was thought to be the better player by far, and he wanted to get action from Bill Perkins. So he gave him the $720,000 head start. So Landon basically needs to win by $720 to win the challenge. But Bill Perkins has been putting up a fight. He's been holding his own. It's been back and forth so far. And that's kind of where we sit with things right now, guys, as we pull up the tables right now. Let me get these links set up. Shout out to ACR for sending me over these links so we can watch this beautiful match take place. Landon Tice versus Bill Perkins. The epic music is getting me fired up right now.
Find the perfect song for your video in 5 seconds.
Amen. All right, guys. Let me post, see if we can get these tables going on here. See these tables going on here. Get them set up properly. Looks like we got one right there. Not really working. So let me see if we can switch this to this one. No. That one? No. No, not working properly. I mean, I wish I could get these links beforehand to get these things set up properly. What's going on, guys? All right, we got one table over here. Absolute go is going to be Landon Tice, and I feel like I do this challenge honestly with a fucking one leg and no arms, in terms of you know, trying to promote this challenge, trying to get it out there. It's just not the smoothest thing for me. Wish we had a little more warm up time. A lot of people know, you know, a lot of this YouTube stuff. Usually, I want to let people know ahead of time when you're doing things, especially in summertime. So, but I appreciate everyone out here. I mean, listen, if you're sitting around and you're ready to watch these two battle out, then this is awesome, and I'm very happy to have you guys here. And I'm trying to get this other screen pulled up here. Here we go. There we go. Got it right here. All right, perfect. So here we go. We got the two tables. Gas Trader, Bill Perkins, bottom side. Landon Tice, 22-year-old, top side. Landon Tice comes into the match, $53,000 winner. Let me see here, make sure these are set up properly. Check raise on the right-hand side from Bill Perkins. 10 deuce 3 board. 2 diamonds. And Landon takes it. Landon folds. Bill takes it down. So Bill, we definitely saw him last match playing. I watched last match as well. Shout out to Salt for Y. I know they're out there putting this out there as well too. Shout out to ACR. I know they're putting this out there too. I think my computer just had a little brain fart here. Let me see if we can get it back. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so check raise on the left-hand side from Landon Tice. So the action's already starting to pick up today, guys. Got to lock in a little bit here. Jack 9, 6, 3. 2 flush draws out there. But Bill does fold. Landon takes it down. So the match's been playing, it's been playing pretty fast so far. About 2-hour sessions, I believe they're going to be playing. And yeah, so it's going to take a while to get through this challenge. If they're going to play only 2-hour sessions where they're only getting in 300-400 hands per session, probably take at least till August. So it's going to be a long, long time. And I mean, yeah, it was kind of what the Dan Negreanu Doug Polk challenge was too. It took a while as well. So we're going to see, we'll see how this goes. What's going on, everybody in the chat? I see Landon's mom out there. What's happening, Landon's beautiful mother? JM Guest is out there as well, too. What's up, man? Matt L., Josh Ruiz, Emil ALB, Mark Farrar, over under. Art Class says, considering the late notice, Joey, you were killing it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of just, it's really all over the place. It was on Saturday night. It's kind of, it's getting no notice. The other day it was on 4-hour notice. So, a lot of people got things to do, right? I mean, I'm putting out this Ivy content. I got to let my YouTube channel sort of go through that, because if you do too many videos, then it's going to impact your YouTube channel. So, I'd personally like to, do more of these challenges and let people know when they're happening and stuff like that, and kind of let people know what's going on. But the current way of the challenge, it don't seem like that's going to happen. So, I really got to decide after I come back. We're doing this WPT 25K event down in Cabo. Durr will be there. Phil Ivey will be there. And Doug Polk will be there. Landon will be there. Dan Smith will be in the house. We're going down to Cabo to play that. And coming back from that, I got to decide what the hell I'm going to do with content, because I want to do this challenge, but if it's going to be all over the place, it's just not good for anybody involved. I know Landon, he doesn't care. He just wants to play this guy. So right-hand side, Perkins is going to go pot on the turn. Seen Perkins do that a couple times with that size. Takes it down, so nothing kind of brewing so far in the headquarters here. The Cat Jam makes its first appearance on the screen. Shout out to the Cat Jam. Phil Ivey podcast is coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow at noon p.m. Eastern time. It'll be on my YouTube channel. I think people are really, really going to like that. I just made a hype trailer for it, which sick trailer. I should probably make more trailers, though. But yeah, it's good to be getting back in content. Nolan Hold'em hat is on right now. Durr podcast will be next week. Who did I pick in this challenge? I picked Landon to win, and I have a bet on Landon to win straight up. So right now I'm currently up on my challenge. So nothing brewing here so far. Remember, guys, heads up, Nolan Hold'em. That's what we're playing here. 2 cards, not 4, not the great game of Pot Limit Omaha. So heads up, ranges are a lot wider. Button's going to be playing about 8% of their hands. Out of position is going to be playing about 50% of their hands. And out of position is going to be 3-betting about, I think it's like 31%. I think the Sensei was saying recently. So 31%. So I imagine these guys are going to try to emulate that style. Some hands are 3-bet. Some percentage of the time, not always. Don't always do the same thing with every hand sometimes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, right? But some of these situations can go either way. As Doug Polk likes to say, you can either bet, fold, or raise. Left-hand side, a bet and a call. On the 4-5-7 board, all clubs. Turn is 6 of hearts. So 4-card straight gets there. Right-hand side, Perkins with a nice big 3-bet. 4,400. John Party says, who is the idiot who took Bill straight up versus Joey? That was me. Or I'm sorry, that was you, John Party. Thank you, John Party. John Party and me have a nice bet on that. And, I mean, listen, Poppy, you still got a shot. Landon's only up a buy-in. So Landon bets the turn on the 4-card straight board, leads and takes it down. But yeah, guys, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in at such short notice here. And appreciate it very much. Watching Bill Perkins versus Landon Tice. Landon, 22-year-old, you saw him on the Doug Polk versus Dan Negreanu challenge. He's been, making a name for himself on Twitter, been playing on Solve for Wise shows, been playing a little bit on Poker After Dark as well. Bill Perkins is the old school veteran recreational high-stakes poker player who, rich guy, likes to donate his money, likes to support the poker community. He had the Thirst Lounge before where he brought a bunch of different people down to his island down in St. Thomas, or his house on the island. I don't think he owns the fucking island, but brought him down to a house in his island. He's always supported a lot of poker players. He did some epic prop bets with Jamie Staples and Matt Staples where they had to lose some weight. He was the one behind that. So Perkins is no stranger to the high stakes and no stranger to prop betting here. Left-hand side, Perkins, nice hand. German 2-pair, top and bottom. Takes it down for him. So Bill Perkins, not a stranger to high stakes world, the high stakes swings, whereas Landon Tice, this is his first time playing these sort of high stakes. So, Landon might, if he takes some big swings, he might be a little adverse to it, even though, theoretically it's all the same game. It's all the same big blinds. It doesn't really matter what the stakes are. But for some players, the money starts to really matter. And other players, it doesn't matter at all. Make sure you guys get your water in. Stay hydrated, especially if you're in a dry place like at GTO headquarters here in Las Vegas. Sean Dwyer, what's happening? Big dog, what's going on? Big Poppy. My man Stephen Bays, what's happening? Nicole J says, stop the chip shuffles. It's like being in an authentic poker room, buddy. Calm down, man. But yeah, also on the side, guys, these guys got a pretty big side bet. Also, other people are betting on the match, too. Millions of dollars are being bet on this match. And that's currently where we sit so far. My girl Marnie said, Joey, you're awesome for a game I know zero about. You make it fun. Thank you very much, my beautiful friend, for that. I will bring you an honorary rocket. A rocket for Landon's mother in the chat. She's had her birthday. Very happy birthday to her. Make sure you guys wish her a happy birthday in the chat. I think she told me I guess she probably want me to tell you guys how old she is, but my man Quentin in the chat, Husky Mudkips, what's happening, big dog? So you can see Landon going with a small bet on the King Deuce 7 board texture. A lot of these situations on the flop, you can often choose a number of different sizes, and it's going to be a similar expected value. So what that means is that, now I'm just talking out loud because I've been studying a lot of heads up Nolan Hold'em, but it's kind of like it's one of the main things I'm studying right now, but the main thing I'm studying is cryptocurrency and blockchain and Bitcoin, just because I'm trying to really understand that. And studying a lot of heads up Nolan Hold'em as well, too. And one thing, so I'm starting to think about this, right? So a lot of your decisions on the flop can be, like if you bet 1/3, 1/2, if you bet check, or if you bet 75% pot, or sometimes if you overbet, it's about the same EV. So basically what you can do is you might want to use a different size than most opponents aren't used to on certain textures. You could build a strategy where when you are getting continued versed, a lot of times your opponents haven't studied those spots and you have studied those spots. Damn, way too much. Wait, that's actually, yeah. I mean, that's basically what people are doing right now. Is let's say a lot of players study how to play against the 1/3 size on a lot of textures. It's going to be a little bit easier to combat that. Whereas some players work in more overbets on turns, and then you get to the river. Once you call the overbet, a lot of players haven't necessarily studied those games or worked on those hands or worked on those spots. So you're just going to be unsure what to do. So if you do have a better idea what to do, of course, against the best players who've worked at those things is going to be a challenge. But against the worst players, when you do know what to do and they don't know what to do, you're going to be at a big advantage. Left-hand side, Perkins. Nice call by him with the 2 pair. Art Class says, what have you learned about taking profit from crypto? What is your method going to be going forward? Thank you, Art. That's a great question. And I'm certainly not taking profit right now, so I can't take a profit technically. So, but my plan moving forward is, it's a good question, right? Because I feel like when the cycles start moving, they get hyped up pretty quick. So yeah, that's going to be a great question, right? At what point do you take profit? Is it, I guess that's the thing. That's the thing what they say about good traders is they have these entry points and exit points, and they understand what point they're looking to take profit at, and they understand what point they're not. Basically, they just have a good understanding of what they're going to do with their position. So, whereas if you're just kind of winging it, you kind of put yourself at a disadvantage just because you're not prepared for what might happen. So, yeah, it's definitely something I'm figuring out right now. Probably need to study a little bit more. If I maybe do, I definitely need to. Left-hand side, Landon with the continuation bet. Gets called. Rivers to 4. Spade draw misses. Hands like Queen 9 miss. Landon's going to need to bluff those. So he does here. 7,700 in the pot. He does go 2/3. Bill, most likely going to call here with any 2 pair. Most of his top pair hands as well. Might fold some of those top pairs occasionally. Perkins calls the right-hand side. River is a 9. Perkins, big check raise on the left-hand side. So Perkins says he's got at least a 5 here. Landon might be value betting worse hands. Going to be bluffing some hands as well, too. Some of his hands he's betting for value. Probably going to have to lay down at that point in time. He does fold right-hand side. Check to the river. Landon does not bet that jack for value. So the boys are going back and forth. About even right now. Once again, Landon came into today's match up $53,000. Last session, Bill won a little bit. About a buy-in, I think, about $40,000. And the session before, Landon got him pretty hard for about 160. Something of that nature. Big Bot Energy kicks up for the first time. Guys, we're trying to get... I don't think we're going to get to the 500 like edible today. So we're going to 300 like edible today. I just don't think so. Josh Ruiz, what's going on, buddy? Reno says, where and how do you study crypto? I basically find... I study a combination of YouTube and through Twitter and through finding people that that I really like and respect and just reading a lot of their work on history of money and just sort of explaining what Bitcoin, what blockchain, what currency, what assets, what money, energy, time, like what all these things basically represent and mean. And yeah, I just try to consume a lot of knowledge from some of the smarter people that I can find. And there's no real specific source that I go to. I'm just kind of consuming information all the time. I like to read books as well too. Sometimes I read a complete book. Or there's a lot of book notes, like Bitcoin Standard, for example, is one of the books that I like to kind of go over those main notes and kind of drill it down in my head to see if I understand what Bitcoin is. And then, as they say, Bitcoin is freedom for the people. It's a changing of the system. Left-hand side, 2 pair for Bill. Nice hand by him. Michael Burks, when are you going to have Doug on to co-commentate? I think we're going to have Doug on to co-commentate maybe later on this month. But I got to see if these matches, I mean, if these matches, you know, if they're going to, you can't really do these matches on such a late notice if no one's tuning in, because if you got 140,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel and you just put up a bunch of matches where no one's watching them, then your YouTube channel is going to get hurt pretty bad. So you're kind of killing off a lot of your subscribers on here. Is how it works if you do something like that. Michael Berg, shout out to you. Check raise on the left-hand side from Landon. The smoke feels like it might see a little bit of action here in the headquarters. Perkins does call. Turn is a jack. King Jack makes trips. Jack 10 makes trips also. If Landon check raise in a hand like Ace Jack, probably 3-bets that pre-flop often. Could have a hand like Pocket Fours. But he does check the turn. Going to be checking some strong hands occasionally as well. Bill checks back. Rivers is 6. So the club draw misses. Like I said, Landon's going to be check raising the flop with some jacks, I would imagine. I'm not sure what those jacks are. Maybe Jack 4, Jack 7. Of course, could be the immediate options. Landon bets 2/3. So he's going to have some jacks for value. Maybe some 5/8s. Maybe some 3/5s as well, too. Bill, all in! Or a little less than all in. Seems like a stupid raise if you're not just going to go all in for try to get value here. Maybe he's playing with the kid's head. But Landon does lay it down, so Bill puts that big river raise in on Landon and the kid. Taking a little hit right there. Bill looks to be up about a little like 17,000. Nothing too big right now. Andy B says, yo, Poppy, enjoyed your interview with Johnny Vibes. You will crush whatever you put your energy into. Thank you very much, my friend. We will see. Yeah, guys, what's going on with you, man? How was your guys' weekend? How was your guys' week so far? My week has been a lot of work, a lot of study, a lot of stress. 3-bet on the right-hand side from Landon. Going to bet small on Queen 6-3, 2 spades. And Bill this call turn. Jack of spades brings the flush. Straight draws miss. Landon. Most likely going to check here. He does check. Checks over to Bill. Jed said, Joe, if it hurts your channel, wouldn't it be better to make a new channel just for the match and put a link to it so it's not hurting you? Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it just kind of sucks. Left-hand side, Bill's going to bet 5,200. Landon's going to be continuing here with any queen, maybe some jacks. Some of those higher spades as well, too, but he does lay it down. Gonna put him in a tough spot right there. Steve Swap says, Puppy, as soon as I get to the channel, turn down and hear your energy, I get pumped up. Thank you very much, my friend. Osmosis says, Poppy, you sound a bit down. We're here for you. Yeah, I'm definitely down, man. It's been a rough week. I mean, just I'm frustrated, right? I'm frustrated with a bunch of things right now, and the challenge included. So, right hand side, Queen 9 deuce, 3-bet pot, 2 diamonds. Davey J says, Poppy, can we get an appearance from that sweet dancing ape? Absolutely, my friend. I am glad that you asked. Landon checks on the right-hand side. Bill checks back. 3-bet pot. Remember. Landon checks again, so we're not seeing any big pot energy from any of these two yet. They are not displaying any big pot energy so far. Check, check once again. Michael says, Poppy, are we going to get button clicker on here for one of the matches? That would be fire. We'll definitely get my man button clicker on here for one of these matches. Left-hand side. Landon gets some value with that jack-high flush. Nice hand. Nice hand, nice hand. So Landon clawing back a little bit. The Golden Jackal, it can't hurt. You don't do anything, then no views. Maybe makes sense. Watch and see if Ivy makes any, maybe not also. No, that Ivy podcast is definitely going to crush. I mean, basically just how it works is, you know, if you're all over the map with your timing, right? If you're here, if you're there, it's going to be hard for people to plan it out, to make a schedule, to tune in live to the fact. And then what happens is that if people aren't watching you live, then it hurts the replay as well, too. So, and then what happens is, like, your other videos that you put up in the future, the subscribers just don't get them. Or people just tune out to your content, right? Because they're like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So, I don't really care much about that kind of stuff, because I'd be doing much different things if I did. But still, right? You don't want to fucking kill your channel when something that could potentially be prevented. You know what I mean? So, and now that I've been talking with these companies, you start to realize how important YouTube is. For just negotiation kind of purposes like that. Left-hand side, Perkins goes for the overbet. I never knew this until maybe 6 months ago, 5 months ago. I didn't even know what the hell I was doing. I was just doing a bunch of things with my YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. And I started talking with these companies, and you're like, oh, wait a second. Because that's the metrics they use for things. Left-hand side, big check raise by the kid. Get him, Landon. Landon coming in on a gas trader. Come on, speed racer. Get him, big dog. You got those quad 9s, Poppy, huh? Does Landon have quad 9s? The kid said he's got quad 9s. The gorilla thinks he's got quad 9s. Phil Ivy's podcast tomorrow thinks he's got quad 9s. Does Bill Perkins think he has quad 9s? Looks like Perkins has that ace in his hand. We've got that ace from space, the big check raise, overbet on the river, and Bill does lay it down. So Perkins gives a little bit back to Landon. Nice check raise by Landon. Sambuco, 15 donation. Thank you, Sambo. Respect your passion for the game. Thank you, my young friend. I do appreciate that very much. Love that profile picture. Looks like your girl's wearing some kind of spirit hood. Unless you're that girl, then it looks like your boyfriend is a clean-cut San Francisco Giants fan. So God bless the both of you, and amen, and glory be to God for both. Left-hand side, lock in, 3-bet pot. The Lock makes his first appearance in the challenge. Okay, hello, Lock. Nice to see you again. Once again, guys, Monday afternoon at the headquarters here. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in live, especially on such short notice. So Landon, and check over to him. on the king 7-3, goes small bet. Bill is going to continue with any king 7, ace high. Not any ace high, but a lot of ace high. Big check raise by Bill. What? King Jack 3, king 7-3 is going for it. Weird check raise, but he takes it down. Nice hand by Bill. So, Gas Trader certainly whipping out some moves today.
With my fucking sausage in my hand. My fucking beefy sausage just sitting in my hand, and that's all I got. It's just a fucking dick in my hands.
Andrew Romeo says, Joe Ingram, would you say A, poker ruined your life in some ways, and B, you would never change your running path? You know what I would have changed, Poppy? I wouldn't have decided to go party some of my winnings away. And I would have invested all that money. I would have kept playing poker. I would have became one of the top players, and then I would have retired at some point in time with a nice amount of money. And I'd probably still be playing private games now, and I would never have done content outside my blog. Most likely, that's probably the path I would have chosen. But as played, after we get to this point with this line, and we're here right now, I wouldn't say it ruined my life in some ways, but it certainly ruined certain aspects of it. And by ruined, I mean purposely sacrificed. Right hand side, big bet on the turn. River is the 3 of diamonds, so Landon calls the turn. Gonna have some 4s, gonna have some kings, maybe some ace deuces. Gas Trader with the $63 $700 bet. Let's see what Landon's going to do. Landon's got that king 8. Is he going anywhere? I don't think so. Maybe he lays it down sometimes. Has he got a king 8? The animal thinks so. Barry Bergemeyer, what's happening, big dog? And Landon does lay it down, so we're not seeing many showdowns today, but the boys are battling back and forth. Gas Trader Bill Perkins looks to be out maybe about $25,000 for this match so far. The Daiwood Zero Jet, Bill Perkins jet, flies on by for the first time. Looks like Laura's on that jet today. Maybe Jeff Gross is on that jet once again. Maybe Phil Nagy in the back-end ACR team on that jet as well, too. Maybe Landon's on the jet. Who knows on this fucking jet? Maybe Landon's mom's on the jet. I don't know who's on the jet. Once again, the match being played in America's Card Room. 200, 400, high stakes, heads up, no but hold 'em. Daniel, you are my poker Insta inspiration, Poppy. Thank you, Daniel. I love you very much. Thank you. I don't know what people want to say on Instagram. If you have some suggestions, feel free to let me know. I just kind of post different things, and I just post from around town in Vegas and, you know, my content and stuff like that. Another 5 donation from Jake Mason. Just wanted to say, hey, puppy, can't wait for the Ivy interview tomorrow. Thank you, my friend Jake. Love you, brother. Appreciate all the support, my friend. And I hope that you enjoy yourself. Get locked the fuck in because it's going to be fun. So a couple 3 bets here. Nothing brewing right now. Maybe summon some energy. King 6, 7. We know nothing good ever happens in a 3-bet pot on a king high board. The Gorilla feels something. Big pot. Okay, calm down, Gorilla. So, right-hand side. Checks it over to Bill Perkins. Left-hand side. Overbet by the kid in the 3-bet pot. So, Landon called the 3-bet pre-flop. Check back the flop. Overbets the turn. What's he saying he's got here? Landon does get it through. Takes it down right-hand side. Another 3-bet. Bill looks to be playing slower today. Gonna go with that 31.68 size we've seen him go with in these 3-bet pots when check to. Gonna be checking back some kings, betting some of his stronger kings. Takes it down. My man Giraffe Ganger in the chat. Giraffe, we're firing a rocket. Right for you, my friend. What's happening, brother? I appreciate the kind words yesterday, man. That meant a lot to me, so appreciate you, brother. I'd be more than happy to come stay with your goat in the field and wherever the hell you're at. My man Joe Geegan, $4.99. Poppy, drink water and lock in. Get a massage tomorrow or tonight and relax. Remember, mind over matter, my friend. Thank you, my friend. It's very true. Left-hand side. North River Bet Pot. Doug Polk going to show up for the first time today, making an appearance with that truck. We know Doug Polk looks like he's picking up that Dan Negreanu money. Beat him down for that $1.2 million. Here we go. Small bet, left-hand side, king high board. We know nothing good ever happens in a king high board and a 3-bet pot, but that could be an action turn. Queen Jack gets there. Kings certainly in Bill Perkins' range. King 10-9 deuce. Bill bet flop. Landon called. Landon gonna have some of those gutters like a hand like Queen Jack offsuit. Bill's gonna go with a big bet and Landon folds pretty quickly. Landon gets away from it. Giraffe says, Poppy, fly to Monaco for Patrick Antonius so you have the Holy Trinity. Well, I got good news for you, Poppy. Patrick Antonius indeed will be on the podcast. All right, we just haven't announced it yet. So I know me and Patrick are going to film something at some point in time here. I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know why, and I don't know where it'll be at, but I do know it's going to happen. Right-hand side, big check raise from Landon. Gets it through, so the boys are not going to showdown very much today. Can we get a showdown, please? We don't know. Yeah, guys, appreciate the number. Appreciate the number 5 for day 5 of this challenge. Boyd Fleming, Gare Wrench in the chat. Austin Hamilton, are you friends with Polk outside of poker? Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just a bad friend, honestly. Like, in the past, I've been sort of in my own world, and, you know, I just didn't talk to people for a while. I didn't realize I was, like, kind of, you know, certainly going through some things a little bit with myself. And, you know, so I just kind of stopped reaching out to a lot of people and stopped talking to a lot of people a lot and just sort of, you know, kept everything inside to myself. So a lot of times, really, for, you know, friendships to work outside of poker as the years goes on, it requires, you know, you staying in touch, you guys staying in touch and stuff like that. And, you know, I think I certainly, you know, could use a lot of work on that end, which is something I'm working at right now in terms of the friendship, is just making time to spend with friends and not being obsessed with work and not being obsessed with staying at home and being a fucking recluse and that sort of thing like that. But yeah, guys, we get to that 300 like mark. We're taking that 300 edible today. Hart says Cowboy Joey turned into Oh Brother Art Thou Pop. I don't know what that means. So Perkins laying it down on the kid today, up about 25,000. Nice game by Perkins. Bill Perkins, 50-some-year-old hedge fund executive, gas trader, world superstar. Minister of Hype in the chat. What's happening, big dog? We got the official Minister of Hype, the Minister of Hype around here in all poker, Mr. Kevin. Left-hand side. Small bet by Landon on the spade board. I think he maybe led here, if I'm seeing this correctly. Matthew Green said he gave me a super chat, but I get no answer. Matthew Green said, $5 Canadian. Joey, is it true you are dating Kaylee Konarski? What are you talking about, dude? Why would anybody ask that question? No, I'm definitely not. I mean, I vaguely know her. So I just know her from Twitter. But no, I mean, she's a beautiful girl. Why are you dating her? You trying to date her? What's going on? Talk to me, Poppy. Left-hand side. 3-bet and a call. 10 deuce, 3 board, 2 diamonds. Could be a little potential for some big pot energy here. Bill's going to check it over to Landon. So the boys grabbing each other slow today, it looks like. Not wanting to really wrestle. Just not getting those spots. Big pot energy going to brew just a little bit. But Landon bets, takes it down. Over-under says no, he's dating one of the Vegas Knights cheerleaders. Well, I think she is a Vegas Knight cheerleader. He's asking me if I'm dating her, this the Golden Knights cheerleader. All right, we're at 204. Amen and glory be to God. Should I do it at 250? I'm getting restless over here, guys. Come on. Why would they play this on an illegal poker site? That's the state of poker, my friend. There is no other option to play a high-stakes match right now, unfortunately. I wish there was. But ACR, fine option. Even though they do, you know, they do, you know, they a little out of line, of course. Matthew says, so it's true Joe Ingram is dating a Vegas Golden Knight cheerleader. Kaylee equals Vegas Golden Knights cheerleader. No, it's not true. I'm not dating a Vegas Golden Knights cheerleader. What's going on? This guy's like the fucking police. He's in here doing some research. Whoop, whoop. You better show me. You better show me. No, I'm kidding. Calm down, Matthew. Barry Bergemeyer said that the winner of the giveaway already went to Perkins' boat. You know what? I gotta set that fucking thing up. I forgot about that fucking thing, man. Yeah, the winner of Perkins' boat. I remember talking to that guy about it, trying to get it set up. We couldn't get something set up. I think, yeah. Well, we gotta definitely set that up. You're right. Fuck. Benjamin Me says, hey, Joey, hype for tomorrow. What's up, Benjamin? Me too. I'm excited. Very excited for the Philly podcast tomorrow. Left-hand side, a bet and a call. Landon shows down that ace. Yeah, I think that was Burnsy who won that. I think Burnsy has the trip down there. I got to message him on Instagram again. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got to get that set up. Somebody said, am I dating Call Me Leah? Is that what you said? Am I dating Call Me Leah? Y'all are wild in here, man. Calm down. So nothing brewing here right now. Back and forth, about even for the match so far. Jerry says, hey, Poppy, congrats on the new cheerleader girlfriend. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the kind words. It's been nice. So Landon takes that one down. Bets the river on the right-hand side on the King, Queen, Jack 10 board. He does get called. Does he have a full? He does got aces. Okay. Pocket aces there for Kid Landon. Rivers that straight. Gets nice value bet in from Perkins. We got a little something brewing here. We're trying to. Please give us a big pot, my friends. We want to see some violence left-hand side. They are 3-betting a lot. They're giving us a lot of chances for it. But no, takes it down. Adam Ortega, Poppy, are there any interviews with you and Bill Perkins? Love to watch content with successful people. I do have about 5 podcasts with the legendary Bill Perkins on my YouTube channel. If you search for Bill Perkins, Joey Ingram, you'll be able to find a bunch of them. The first podcast we ever did together when I was living back in Indiana was pretty epic and debatably one of the best to date. If you want to check that out. Art Class says, Dave D says, Art Big Poppies on that CLG. Cheerleader grind. Cheerleader girl grind, I guess. I don't know what it means, guys. Yeah, guys, we're doing the edible at 250 today, okay? I'm just feeling restless. Oh yeah, also Jake said we have a new Telegram group. If someone wants to put the link to the Telegram group in there, it's just for guys that guys and girls who want to talk poker. It's called the GTO Poker Savages. So if you want to talk poker, crypto, life, whatever, you can join our Telegram group. We just started it yesterday. We got about 140 people in there. It's pretty active as well too. And but yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna keep it pretty in line. So if it gets too out of line, I'm going to be booting people out of there. Yeah, we're going to try to run a nice clean ship in there. Left-hand side, another 3-bet. So the boys are battling back and forth, about even for the day. Landon maybe up a little bit. Joe Geegan, Poker Bunny turned down Joey. That's definitely not true. Shout out to Poker Bunny. We love her very much. Perkins going to go with that small bet again in a 3-bet pot. 9-5-4, 2 hearts. We've seen that often from him when checked to. Not afraid to attack these 3-bet pot boards in position, and Landon lays it down once again. Brian Posada. Joey, you've opened up about mental health. I'm curious if you were taking an extended break from booze, edibles, and such. Define extended break. Because most likely that answer is no. Loppy, I live in Las Vegas. There's no extended breaks in Las Vegas, buddy. It's a crazy place. Matthew Myford said, Joey, cool story about you and Tyler Todd. I was going through some tough times personally, and he has changed my life. The only reason I got in touch with him is you were in a pick with him in Vegas in January. Well, first of all, that's awesome to hear. And really awesome to hear. I think Matthew is amazing. Or I'm sorry, I think Tyler's amazing. He's one of my best friends right now. And we're actually going to be doing our first event. We're going to do a poker 3-day event in Vegas. We're planning out right now. That's going to be this year. And we're probably going to do like 10 or 20 guys. I'm not sure price point yet. Probably a little higher price point. And it'll be a 3-day weekend. It's going to be pretty sick. So if you guys don't know Tyler, T.Y. Romper used to be one of the top mid-stakes, small-stakes poker players on PokerStars. Actually about 1-2 he played. And Black Friday happened. He became a personal trainer, started working at a bank, started running a bank. I basically helped him get on Twitter, and I've been coaching him on Twitter, helping him with him on Twitter. But, you know, this guy's a rock star anyway, so he's been crushing it. Quit his bank job to do more coaching and to work with more people, to make more content. And yeah, he's been playing poker on the side, crushing it as well, too. Playing a lot of live poker and playing online as well. So the guy's an all-around beast. Talks a lot about his family, talks a lot about his, spending time with his kids, doing things in balanced fashion, not necessarily, being programmed by what society tells you to be. You know what I mean? He's got a great approach to things, man. Shout out to my guy. Left-hand side Landon, gonna look for value here potentially with a full house. And he does go overbet. We saw Perkins do this on a board texture earlier. 999 ace. Landon chooses to do the same thing. See if Perkins has that quad himself. Nope. On the road, 789. Hey there, good day, everybody. Greetings from Holland. Chilling with a beer in bed. Maybe an update on Landon's strategy. Do you see any weaknesses? Well, if I did see any weaknesses, I certainly wouldn't tell you. Because I do bet on Landon, so although, who knows how much my opinion will be to anyone that is listening to what's going on out there. But yeah, in terms of Landon's strategy, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of times Landon has to execute his strategy, what he's trying to do out there, and, it seems like Perkins playing, from what I'm seeing, right? I mean, yeah, I don't want to get into it, actually, never mind. Landon faces small bit on the river on the left-hand side. Vinny's son, what's up, Joey? Thanks again for the Vegas tips. You're welcome, my friend. Much love, Vinny. You messaged me on Telegram, right? Yeah. Yeah, nice talking with you, man. I hope you have a good time out here. So we're seeing a lot of 3-bet today here, guys. We ain't seeing much else besides that. Queen 9-6-3, right-hand side, overbet by Landon. Common board texture, as we know. Yeah, Kevin says Bill seems passive. And, I mean, I think that is what we're seeing, right? So if Bill's going to be passive, then how do you adjust as Landon? So you either might decide to bluff more in certain spots. You might decide to tighten up your range in other spots as well, too. Good question for you to think about out there. If you're playing a passive opponent, what would you do? Left-hand side. Landon does call. Turns a 9. Check. River. Backdoor flush gets there. One of these players certainly could have the backdoor flush. 249. We're almost there. 250. Landon, big bet on the river, 9,000 into 13.6K. Gets called. Landon shows down the ace-queen for the straight. Nice hand by Landon. So he's going to show up there a little bit to 72,000. Looks to be up about a buy-in so far in today's session. Nice hand there by Landon. Did not bet the turn. Did not bet the turn with his hand. Gets a little bit of value on that river. Why is this right there? So landing up about $40,000 right now. Lock in. Is there a rule of no limping? I don't know if there's a rule of no limping, but I think there might actually be a rule. I'm not sure if there's a rule. I think they maybe did agree to not limp before this match. All right, 250. 250 like edible. Praise the Lord. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I already took one. No. It kind of sucks these kick in when the stream ends. Maybe I should just stream something else for an hour after. I should stream me studying Heads Up Nolan Hold'em. That could be kind of fun. Art class with Dave D says, Joey, what sort of mindset stuff are you doing after the self-awareness of your mental issues you have shared lately? The mindset stuff I'm doing is driving myself absolutely crazy on a continuous basis, my friend. That's what I'm doing right now. No, I mean mindset stuff, right? Getting outside, being balanced, getting out in nature, putting down your phone, more meditation, more work in the sauna, more being active with your body, more taking in good foods, good content. The thoughts that you're thinking about, have them try to be some generally positive things. Doesn't always work. But yeah, it's a good question, right? Trying to figure that out now. You know, when you're working and when you're doing a few projects, like I'm working with Cash Live down there as a consultant, and you know, trying to play poker, trying to put together content, trying to do a number of different things. I'm basically talking with different companies on potential collaborations I could do with them. Trying to figure out, you know, relationship, friendships. You want to be a good family person, right? So you're trying to balance all that out, get enough sleep. You want to get your study in. So just trying to figure that out and figure out what sort of balance I'd like to do with my own approach to life right now. That's what we're building out. We're back on YouTube here after a few months off, so that changes up your life a lot because YouTube's very time intensive and a lot of energy inducing. So, you know, you got to sort of build a YouTube strategy and say, well, how do I want to do? What do I want to care about? Do I not want to care at all? Is it more casual? Is it serious? You know what I'm saying? You got to think about all these things, and then you decide the level of seriousness that you take each project with, and then you decide the level of input that you put into that project. So landing above $40,000 right now for today's sessions. The Gorilla's getting out of line right now. Calm down, Gorilla. Calm down, Gorilla. Dave says, I would love to talk about some meditation with you if you'd be interested. It helped me in some dark places, and now I help others from time to time. Yeah, I would like to say yeah, but I mean, I have a tough time talking to people I already have now and doing all these things. So it's always with good intentions. I would, you know, agree to talk to people and stuff like that. I'd love to talk to everybody, but 4-bet, right hand side, give us something, lock in. A little bit of action here from the gas trader, Bill Perkins. We have not seen a 4-bet yet. Landon does call. King 9-6 board. Here we go, guys. We might see one of our first big pots of the day.
Fight!
We're going to fight each other right now. Let's go. Gas trader with the small bet. He bets a quarter. $5,000. Landon called to 4-bet. Going to have some hands, maybe like a king queen. Maybe jack 10. Pocket 9s, pocket 6s, pocket jacks. He does call, turns a 5. Don't think any one of these guys is going to have 7-8. Here we go, guys. 25,000 behind. If Perkins has a hand like ace-king, aces, kings, he's going to bet, but he does check. Jack on the river. Pocket jacks. Does make a set. Got to be feeling good about that hand. Maybe Bill's got a hand like ace-queen, ace-10. Maybe a Doug Polk dog special. Landon. See what he does here. If he's got a hand like king, queen, what does he do? Does he go for value? He's all in. Perkins might have that sausage in his hand right now with the ace-queen. Can't do nothing about it. Might have rivered a pair with a hand like ace-jack suited. But he does not. He lays it down, and Landon takes another $15,000 out to his chip stack. in the $30,000 pot. So Landon in control of today's match so far. It looks to be up about near 2 buy-ins right now at this point in time. I'd say he's about $60,000. Very nice hand there by Landon, the first 4-bet of the session. You guys know you got to win those 4-bet pots. You know, you only getting one. You got to pray to God that you're going to win it. Those things become really important. Ryan Crump asked for the Daiwood Zero plane. I'll show you the Daiwood Zero plane. The true Daiwood Zero jet flies on by. All right. Calm down, Perkins. Get that gaudy jet out of here. Right-hand side, we see a 3-bet. And we see continuation bet and a call. 4, 5, 6. 2 clubs is the flop. Bet and a call from Gas Trader. Turn is the jack of clubs. Brings the flush out there. Landon's going to be continuing on the flop with some a lot of straight draws. Hands that have a 7 and a 3 in it. Flush draws. Some pairs. 5s and 6s and 4s. Maybe some ace highs. Hand like ace 8. And he does bet. Bet's pretty big, Bill. Going to continue with maybe some of his high club hands. Any hand that has a jack in it. He has a 4 or a 5. Pretty tough spot. He does call. River's a 3. So 7 makes the straight now. And Bill checks it over to Landon. If Landon's got a flush, you know he's going to go for value. Perkins certainly could have a flush himself on occasion. $31,000 in the pot. This is going to be a session-defining pot for the guys right now. Landon looks like he's getting up, ready to barrel. He does check back. Landon, 10 jack for Bill. Okay, so Landon does not go for it. Whew. Bet to turn. Got called. Bill. So Bill, continuation bet in the 3-bet pot with the 10 jack suited on the 4, 5, 6, 2 clubs. Turns top pair. Check calls with that top pair. And then River. I mean, you got to be hoping he didn't face a bet there. You got to imagine if you get bet on there. 4 card straight. Clubs are out there. Jack 10 might be a hand pretty borderline to want to call. But nice hand right there. Got me fired up right there. Once again, guys, we are here, Las Vegas, GTO headquarters. You guys know where we're at right now. And it's a good time in here, man. The action's wild. Poker's wild. The wind's going off right now. A lot of big tournament series going off. A lot of cash games are here. The cash game lists are long. We got a lot more events coming up in Vegas that people are excited about as well, too. So online poker's still running as well. So hell yeah, man. I'm pretty excited about what's going on in Poker World. And Poker Open's going on as well. So people seem to be excited about that. Angel says, good check. I agree. Shout out to Angel. Yosovo. I've never seen you in here before, I don't think. Nice to see you here, Poppy. Appreciate y'all for tuning in on this beautiful Monday afternoon here in Las Vegas. Appreciate out there, everyone, for supporting this challenge, supporting the channel. I bless the people with the Phil Ivey podcast tomorrow. Amen. Shout out to Poker King, WPT, my man Thomas, for helping out make that beautiful podcast, beautiful conversation happen. So going back and forth, Landon right now took a little bit of hit there from Gas Trader, but still about 50,000. Saint AA, Papa Joey, what's happening? What's going on, brother? Nice to see you. What's up, guys? Nice to see you. If I missed you guys in the chat, I apologize. And feel free to say what's up again. Connor R says, from Washington State. What's up, Poppy? What's happening? Is today not Monday? I don't even know what today is. Oh, no, the podcast is on Wednesday. What is today? What is today? I don't even know what today is, guys, honestly. I have no fucking idea. I don't know what planet I'm in right now, okay? I'm just here. I'm live. He's a time machine. Matthew Horvath, Poppy, thanks for everything you do. Much love, Matthew. I appreciate you, big dog. Who you guys rooting for in the chat, man? You rooting for Landon? You rooting for Bill Perkins? You know, we got a bet. on Landon, so I'm rooting for Landon. I'd like to see a good, clean match, though, by both sides. Both sides fight hard. So going back and forth right now. Matthew Horvath, thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you, big dog. The Cold Ice Crew, DG Styles, what's happening, brother? DJ G Styles, what's happening? What's happening from Wales? Big Poppy, what's going on? Hope you're rooting for Landon. Okay, we got a lot of Landon hype in the chat. Let's go. We got a lot of Landon hype in the chat. The Frog Prince himself, Mr. Landon Tice. Try to summon some energy here. Davey says he's split down the middle. He more split down the middle on this one than you were with Doug versus Daniel. Yeah, that makes sense. N Green Baseball says, would love to see Perkins destroy the GTO Master straight up. Well, there you go. A lot of people are rooting for Landon. Okay. Hogan Head, good to see you back at it. Thank you, Poppy. RFs keep spamming Mike Possel's name. I think you're in the wrong stream, Poppy. Go to some other streams, some older ones. Tom Joy, thanks, Poppy. Let's go, Landon. Great way to spend a lunch break at work. Shout out to Tom. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you get back to work and get the fuck after it. Crush it. Lock in. Get through it in a nice way. Left-hand side, Landon with the river call with the third pair. Fives and deuces takes it down. Right-hand side, Landon takes another one down as well. AD says, I remember when Joey had a tan and wore tank tops. That's true. That's true. I still can wear tank tops, you know. I'm still getting after it in the gym pretty much every day. But I like hoodies more now, man. Robert Kuhn says, when edible time, Poppy? You just missed it. It was at 250. The next one's at 500. We're pouring out our water here. Left-hand side, check raise on that jack high board. We've seen that often from these guys. I don't think Landon's going to be check raising many flushes on the jack 10-6 board. Maybe some nut flushes you didn't 3-bet pre-flop. Turn 8 of spades seems like a better card for the gas trader. Bill Perkins seems like he would have more suited high card hands in his range that he would continue with on this flop. Like, I don't think Landon's going to check raise a hand like king something of spades, king 4 of spades. I don't think he's going to check raise that hand. So it's kind of interesting to think more about. Johnny De Silva, hey Poppy, great to see you again. Greetings from U.S. base, Bad Aibling, Germany. Keep it up, bro. Shout out to Johnny, my military man over there, working hard, Poppy. Nice to hear, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hope you stay safe over there, Johnny. Hope you're enjoying yourself. And I appreciate you for tuning in, big dog. The Cold as Ice Crew, impressed by Bill Perkins' improvement, Big Poppy. Give credit where it's due. 100% agree. I think Perkins out here is clearly fighting hard, holding his own. Might be, a little bit out of line in some situations, but doesn't seem to be hurting him a ton so far. He is only down about 2 buy-ins and a half after about 2,000 hands. So it's not bad at all. Loyal Logic, I secured the biggest deal. Left-hand side, Landon calls him with the 4, so Landon picks up another bluff. Nice hand by Landon. Loyal said, I secured the biggest deal in my company's history. Only question is if I bet it all on red or black. Just kidding. I love you very much. Well, buddy, listen, for that, we're going to spice up and give you a laser, okay? He's incinerating it. Let's go, Poppy. It's great to hear, man. Congratulations. What's your company? What do you guys do? Right-hand side, Perkins with the value bet. Nice hand by Bill. Yeah, Loyal, what's your company? Tell me more about it. Close biggest deal in history. You're getting me business hard over here right now, okay? I'm about 13. Not poker hard, business hard now. But yeah, come on, let's not be a fucking, let's not be degenerate. Make sure you invest some of that money, right? Right? Resorts World's opening soon. What are you thinking? You want to go to that opening party? Let me know. Yeah, Resorts World, brand new casino opening up in Vegas here. Looks incredible. Very excited about that. Business boner. Left-hand side. Brewing down to the river. Gas Trader's going to bet small. We've seen him do this often. Last couple times Landon's picked it off, but he does not full call there. Marnie Tice, Landon's mom. It's been an hour. How's my land frog doing? Right now, it looks like we got Landon up about $60,000. Could be up a little bit more. That's what we got him up right now. Big raise on the right-hand side from Landon on the Queen River. What could he have here? Maybe a 2 pair. Maybe a hand like Queen 9. Maybe a hand like Queen 9. Maybe a hand like a Queen 7. Would he do this with Queen 5? Maybe, but he does get through. Perkins does not call. Another pot goes over to Landon's way. Crazy Sandy said all these sessions just 2 hours long, difficult to follow. Yeah, I think they are going to be 2 hours long, and yeah, I mean, I definitely know it's difficult for some, but we know we do appreciate people for tuning in, for checking it out, for supporting what's going on here. Roofing Slate. Just your poker-friendly roofing slate manufacturer in the chat. Coming to you. Left-hand side, lock in. 4-bet. Let's go. Let's go. Perkins calls. Here we go. Here we go. 10-4-4 board. So 4-bet pot. Absolute go. Landon Tice. 22 years old from the sweaty swamp of Florida. Family in the chat. A triplet. 2 twin brothers. Are you for real? He's going to go with the small bet. $4,000. Perkins. 10-4-4. He's going to have a bunch of pairs. He's not going to lay down right now. A bunch of backdoor draws as well, too. Potentially 8 on the turn. Pocket 8s. Now makes that full house. Certainly a hand the Gas Trader could have in his range. 28,878 in the pot. Would seem like somebody has pocket 8s with all this 8 numerology going on. 8 on the turn. If someone has 8s here, I don't know what I'm going to do. Landon, pot size bet left. Lock in. He checks it back. River's the deuce. The hearts get there. Queen, Jack of hearts. King of hearts. Now has a flush. Certainly could be a hand that the Gas Trader might have. But he does check it over to Landon. If Landon has ace high, he's going to be looking to try to show this one down. Certainly going to have some strong hands, but not often. And he does check back. Ace high indeed. Ace 9. So Bill Perkins does not decide to bluff that river. Landon shows down the clean ace high. Bill may add a hand like Queen Jack, like King Queen. With some backdoors. Didn't want to fold that flop to that small of a price. And Landon doesn't have to worry about facing a bluff on the river. Just shows it down. So Landon wins another pot. We got a little fire going on for the kid right now. Looks to be up right now about 2 buy-ins, $80,000. Going to bring his total for about $130,000 for this challenge so far. The young prince is out here right now. 80 says, what's my Lucy number? My Lucy number is unknown. Thank you for asking. So the boys are going back and forth today. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far from both sides. Perkins fighting it out, but he's really not getting anything going here. He hasn't really won any big pots. He hasn't really got to showdown very often. So 3-bet on the right-hand side from Bill. Once again, the boys are battling today in these 3-bet pots. Landon's going to call 9-3-3. Not necessarily the most action board. My Minister of Hype once again in the chat. What's up, Kevin? Nice to see you again. Right-hand side. Small continuation bet from Bill. Landon's not going to go anywhere with a 9. He does call. Turns a jack. Shout to over-under in the chat. What's happening? Jack of spades on the turn. Brings a backdoor flush draw. Both players could have some jacks in their hands. Hands like ace jack, king jack, queen jack, jack 10 as well. And Bill's going to go with a small bet. Landon calls. Here we go. 24,000 in the pot. Big pot energy. Great times only. GTO headquarters. GTO. What's Bill going to do? I think he's going to go all in. He does go all in. Landon's got a 3. No. Don't got a 3. Does he got a 9? Might have a 9. $37,000 bet to Gas Trader, putting a gas to the metal. I think he's got an overpair, but he does get him to fold. Landon with the lay down Landon. Does not want to give it to the Gas Trader there. Nice bet by Bill Perkins. Takes a little bit back. I think I could beat these guys. I don't know, man, personally. Beat both of these guys. Zach says turn the music down. How's the volume, guys? The volume in the background music high or low? Let me know. Nasty Nate, my man in the chat. What's up, Nasty Nate? What's going on, buddy? Nasty Nate, one of the top mindset coaches for me. Left-hand side, Bill is going to check back the river with the top pair. Does not want to value bet that. Jack 7. $9.99 donation from my man Stephen Bays. Will got second after Valiant 152 score. Him, Van, and Pump will be there Saturday. It's like an inside joke, Poppy. Oh, you're talking about Will. Yeah, congratulations to Will. Will, your daughter's boyfriend, took down second place, $152,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. These guys are 3-betting a ton today, guys. The action is fast and furious, but we aren't seeing a ton. Get down to the river. Perkins says house music's never loud enough. Chaz Gale, hey Joey, want to talk to you about coming to a special TCH live game in Austin. How can I contact you? Probably just Twitter, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of overwhelmed with stuff right now, with offers and everyone, you know, wanting this, wanting that, wanting me to go here, wanting me to go there. You know, all positive, all great opportunities, stuff like that. But I'm kind of overwhelmed right now with all that kind of stuff. So I'd be more happy to take a look at what you have going on and support what you guys got going on. But yeah, I just got a lot of things coming up here. These companies are firing hard, trying to buy me. You know what I'm saying, or buy some collaboration with me, right? Right hand side, another 3-bet. Ace, Queen, 8, Rainbow. Landon check raises the left hand side, 8-4-4. Going to be doing this with some 4s, some backdoor spade hands. Let's take it down as the fire begins to kick up here in the headquarters. Matthew says, Puppy, wish me luck at the Commerce tonight. I'll be playing Attorney. Good luck, Matthew. Good luck, my beautiful friend. Also, I do, thank you once again, Chaz, for that donation for the 5. Thank you very much, man, for supporting the stream. But yeah, try to get in touch with me on Twitter and yeah. Colin says, how do companies find you, or do you reach out in some ways? So most companies find me through somebody, or I usually keep in touch and know most people that run the companies in poker. So operators, events, you know, training sites, different brands, stuff like that. I usually keep in touch with a lot of different people. Work with some people who do like agent kind of work as well that sometimes bring you opportunity. Talk to a lot of poker managers as well. But yeah, I definitely could use a guy to. I could definitely use people to help me out with that kind of stuff. But then you got to find someone you trust, and it's a whole bunch of process and stuff like that. So I'm kind of figuring that out right now. It just takes a process. It just takes time to kind of figure out, you know, how do you want to navigate doing more business outside of just playing poker, meaning like collaborations or going to events or throwing your own events or throwing your own private events, stuff like that. So if you're building out like a products or service offering Some of those might be collaborations. Some might be your own that you host. Some might be joint partner. You know what I'm saying? It could be, you could structure these things a number of different ways. So right now the boys are going back and forth. Looks like Landon up about $60,000 right now, so still in the driver's seat. Oops. Matt L says, I'll be your manager, Poppy. Let's go. We need one. Andrea says, it sounds like time to sign with some influencer agencies so that they bring you to their model retreats as well. Nah, man, I'm not trying to get with no models, bro. I've done the model girl grind before. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm fine on the model girl grind right now. Right-hand side, big check raise from the kid on the ace-king 6-7 board. Very weird board to get check raised on. Looks like flop went check-check. Landon could have a hand. Maybe ace-7 offsuit, something like that. It's a very big check raise. I mean, it's unlikely Perkins has a hand like aces, kings, or ace-king after checking back the flop. Of course, he's going to have that sometimes. But he does lay it down. So very big Doug Polkian size raise there from the kid. Kevin says building her up in poker is definitely a challenge. Not really. I mean, it's pretty easy if you play poker. Basically, to build a reputation in poker, you have to make content. So you need to figure out where you're going to make that content, what's it going to be about, how you're going to tell your story, what are you going to talk about. And if you have something worth talking about that people are interested in, they're going to find you. And they're going to come to you, and they're going to want to do something with you. But you don't really need you don't even need anybody really to do whatever you want to do with YouTube, man. You start a YouTube channel, put in about 2-3 years, and good things will happen. And if good things don't happen, then you need to work on your strategy a little bit. Come on, man, it ain't rocket science. 8 on the turn, king 8-8-4. Yeah, building her up in poker is super fucking easy. I mean, because so many people don't, they just believe anything they read. You post a few chip stacks on Instagram, they're gonna think you're a winning player. So, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. But I do find that topic rather interesting. How much money does Joey have on Landon? I have a nice amount with Landon. A few $1,000s. Andrea says, do you have the same Skype? I sent you a technical message. I do. I will check it. I don't go on Skype very much, my friend. So Landon bets on the left-hand side. Going to bet 4,500. Appreciate one for tuning in out there, guys. GTO headquarters here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Watching Landon Tice versus the Bill Perkins, the gas trader. The fire's brewing. Landon's winning right now. Let's see what Landon's going to do here. Bets 2/3 on the river. So we are not seeing many hands get to showdown today. We haven't seen a real ton of action so far. Looks like a nice small session for Landon. Nice small winning session for Landon. That's how it goes sometimes. People want Poker Bunny to come guest commentate with me. I don't think so, man. We got a lot of good offers from some great players, great personalities up there for commentating. So I do love the Poker Bunny, though. Shout out to the Poker Bunny. Still got to clean up that room, but that is what it is. So trading a lot of small pots. I mean, maybe part of their strategy could be to play more passive as well. It looks like none of these guys is aggressive at later streets as a guy like Doug Polk was. I mean, Doug Polk was relentless. He was mixing up with different lines. He would lead a lot of turns. He would take a lot of small bets in certain spots, and not everybody would. Have a lot of aggression on turns, a lot of aggression on rivers. So we are not seeing that level of aggression. And obviously, you got to be really comfortable with showing that aggression in those spots. And we know that Doug Polk, one of the most comfortable and confident guys in the heads-up Norman Holden game. So not surprised to see a different level of aggression from the two players in this match so far. Of course, could be sample size as well, too. Just not seeing a ton of hands. $5 donation from Nathan Hennefant. Thank you, Nathan. Landon, right-hand side. Nice top pair. 2 pair for Landon, queen 8. Nathan says, very excited for the Ivy pod. He is known as an enigma. Was it tough to get him to commit to interview, or was it relatively straightforward? So my friend Thomas helped out with that. And yeah, Thomas pulled that one off. So shout out to Thomas for working his magic there. And I basically, it was like, do you want to do the Ivy interview? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to do the Ivy interview. So, but yeah, we've been working together for a long time. In some capacity, working on our games. Oh, fuck, sorry. Doug Polk making his first appearance of the stream today. Looks like Doug Polk and Brady, Jamie Kerstetter flying on by there, just making an appearance. Charlie Stevenson, when you see the Hold'em hat come out, you know it's going to be hype. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Another donation from $10 from Boyd Fleming. Thank you, Boyd. Honking that horn for you. It says, send Joey to TCH Live GoFundMe. Good idea. Curtis J. Joey spends 8 years trying to get Ivy interview. Was it tough to get interview? Yeah, you had to build your reputation up to the point where people felt comfortable and confident to have me do a Ivy interview, obviously, right? Yeah, that's a good point. Make content all the time for 8 years. Left-hand side, Bill doesn't bet that river with that 6-4. Takes it down. So the boys are battling back and forth right now. About an hour and 15 minutes into the match. Landed up about $60,000. Came into this day about $53,000 winner. Needs to win by $720,000. Lock in on the rules. So what that means is that up until this point, he gets no money from Bill. So if he beats Bill for $720,000, he doesn't actually get any money. So once he starts beating Bill past $720,000 is when he does start to win money. So there's a bet on that. There's also side bets on who wins if he can do that actually as well too. Perkins has bets on if he can win outright. Other people have different bets in terms of where it's going to end up at. Brian says, figured the connection with Barry Greenstein would have resulted in Ivy Pod sooner. Here's to it finally happening. I'm not very ambitious in terms of chasing things the past couple years. I mean, ever really. I've never really chased collaborations with people or tried to go out of my way to get people on. You could say that's a very bad strategy, but right-hand side, Landon shows down the full house, takes a little bit back himself. But yeah, I just, I've never really been super relentless. Some of these people are crazy. They got agencies that are always out there. They're always fishing for the next, they're always going for the next rung, right? They always want that next ladder. Once they get past you, they ain't going back down. They're only going back up. They only want to work with these, and that makes sense, right? Most people are playing the status game or the view game or, whatever. So they're very relentless in pursuing the biggest names and those things like that. And also fans want to see it. It makes a lot of sense too. I've never really been that way about things, but watching, there's different styles, different strategies can work out pretty well. I see a lot of other influencers or content creators or podcast hosts and other spaces that, they use a lot they use some pretty interesting strategies for getting things that they want to get. So it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I just really never pursued anything like that. Left-hand side, Landon with the ace-jack. Calls another Perkins river bet. Nice hand by him. And Landon up to about $100,000 stack on that left-hand table. So Landon looking to extend the lead. Mental Note said, that's a great strategy. You don't seem needy. It's organic. Well, also, you also get people that you want to work with that know you and want to work with you. And not to say that someone that wants to work with you is going to be easier or better or do better, perform better or whatever than something where you don't know anybody, because I've talked to a lot of people I don't really know and they seem to do well. So there's just different approaches and different ideas you can take with that strategy specifically. The solver likes a number of different routes, depending on what your goals are. Left-hand side check call from the Gash Trader on the 2 club board. 8 on the turn, brings us straight in there. 7-9 for that Gut City. Flush, of course, is there as well. See what Landon decides to do. He checks back once again. Rivers the deuce. See what hand Bill's bluffs here with. He does go 31. Not going to be betting any 6s or any deuces. Going to have some flushes. Going to have some straights. Going to have a bunch of BS. Maybe like a hand like a Jack-9. Maybe 3-4, 4-5. Probably not going to bet any of his ace-highs as a bluff. He does call. Bill going to show down the deuce-4. Makes sense. Trip deuces there for Bill Perkins. That makes a lot of sense. And Landon does call. So Bill gets a little one back, but you don't make it easy. Don't make it easy on the guy, kid. Come on. Landon not giving anything away today. DJS says, shout out to Nolan Hold'em hat. Thank you, DJS. I appreciate you, brother. I love this graphic. Like and subscribe. I love that one. I think most of you guys are probably subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you're not, it's okay. Still love you. So boys are going back and forth right now. Little action both ways. Did you guys see Mike Possel's back in the news? Ay, ay, ay. How's that guy? How people are talking about that guy? That was like 3 years ago all this shit happened, isn't it? Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? I don't really remember, but I saw Veronica had his ex-wife for an interview. I mean, that's fucking brazen, bro. I mean, I don't know how Mike Possel was feeling before, but you get his ex-wife on it for an interview. You know, I mean, that's brazen. Very brazen. Left-hand side, 3-bet takes it down. Aldo Perez, Joey, you're a fucking legend. Thank you, Poppy. I appreciate you, buddy. Boyd says because he got away with it. I mean, what did he get away with? You know, like, what did people expect was going to happen to the guy, right? What did he get away with? You think his life's changed forever? I mean, I mean, you know, I don't think the guy got away with anything. You know, yeah, in the moment, in the game, right? What do you want to recoup the losses and stuff like that? I mean, who knows? I don't know, man. One of the weirdest times of my life I've ever seen. Right-hand side, ace-6 for Bill Perkins. Nice hand for him. Nice hand. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Veronica, right? Veronica's out there getting the ex-wife on the podcast. But I mean, really, you know, what else is there to know? You know what I'm saying? Like, you watch the guy play, you make your decisions, and then what are you gonna do? Talk about it forever? Like, I mean, I don't think so. Left-hand side flush for Landon. You know, you kind of gotta, you know, move on at some point in time, right? I mean, so. Yeah, I mean, I just try not to worry about this guy anymore, you know what I'm saying? The last energy I want on my mind is the crotch ripper, you know, so for me personally, that dude was, you know, I wish I never met this fucking guy. Overbet on the right-hand side from Landon on the King, Queen, Jack board. Gonna have a lot of strong hands here. Pocket Kings, Queens, and Jacks. Ace 10. A lot of those hands would 3-bet pre-flop. All in! Perkins with a big check raise. I mean, that's absurd right there. Maybe he had a hand like 9-10. Maybe hand like ace-10 as well too. I mean, would he have check raised with ace-10? I don't think so. Would he have check raised with 9-10? Maybe, hoping the guy could call by something. I don't really know. It's a very weird hand. It's a very weird hand. What the fuck is going on there? It's a very weird hand, yeah. AD, bringing up the trolling today, AD. Calm down, AD. Calm down, Poppy. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down, brother. Calm down. Calm down, brother. Calm down, brother. What's up, my man Wayne Chiang? What's going on, Wayne? How's it going? Would I have Postle on the podcast? Abso-fucking-lutely. What are you talking about, dude? Would I want to have Mike Postle on the pod? Bro, think about how historic that would be. Me, Mike Postle, sit down. Maybe we do that cage match, that cage naked match before or after, oiled up. Maybe we do the interview during the cage match. Should we get him on a guest commentator? We could. I'd love to see what he's got to say about the match. Check raise on the right-hand side. Benjamin Adler with the $1.99 donation. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate you very much, brother. Oh, fuck. Me and Postle. I can't wait. I've never met him before. I can't wait. I can't wait for the day. In a friendly way. Wait, what would you do? What would I don't know, man. Keep things in line, you know what I'm saying? Keep things in line. Unless the cage is nearby. Ryan Ross says, Joey, want to check out a Raiders game? Have season tickets? I'm in. Let's go. Let's do it. Be more than happy to go with you, Ryan. Why not? Mike Matisow in the chat. No, he's not. Poppy and Postle would be a good TV show. What if we did like a 10-part series? The Mike Postle Chronicles. The story of Mike Postle. So nothing brewing here so far. The boys trading a few blows back and forth. Landon looks to be up about... I'd say he's up about, what, $40,000 about right now. Kind of going back and forth here. Nothing brewing too much. Big over bet on the right-hand side by the kid. On the ace of clubs. Super Sham, appreciate you. We got some big pot energy brew on this right-hand side. Lock in. Ace of clubs on the turn. Brought the flush. Landon over bet the turn. River's a 9. So Perkins check calls. What is he going to have here? Actually, the flush is not in there. Never mind. Shout out to me. Lock in. Here we go. 9 on the turn. If Landon's got a hand like ace-king, he's going to go all in. 34,000. Gas trader in a tough spot. The big pot energy worked. So what's Bill going to call with here? Is he going to fold an ace? Would he ever have a 6? Maybe hand like 6-5, 6-4. The snow begins to fall as Landon looks to back up a huge pot. This would be a session-defining moment for the kid. What could he have? 4-5, maybe ace-king, maybe ace-6. Smells like a bluff to me. And Bill Perkins does not find the call. Landon takes down the $18,000 pot. Nice hand by Landon. Went with the overbet on the turn. Went with the overbet on the river. Perkins tanks forever. But Landon takes a little pot trying to hit to that fire mode here. Landon Tice with the fire over bet. Very nice hand, but yeah, I certainly think, I mean, it certainly seemed like he was, what do you guys think? Caught speed and Landon, overbetting the turn, overbetting the river. Nice bluff by Landon. Broken house, stole that money out that door, out the Bill Perkins house there. DJS with the Canadian 5 donation. Thank you, my friend. Honking that horn for you. Great work, Joey. Thanks for the awesome content. DJS, thank you for that 5 Canadian, my friend. I appreciate all the great comments. All the support from you. Thank you very much, my young friend. I appreciate that very much. Appreciate the support, guys. Super Sham, you need to work for CBS World Series coverage. Maybe one day, you never know. It's never really been a goal of mine to think about doing commentary, but I have been really, really loving it, man. It's a lot of fun. Poor Poppy. People are asking about Joey's mental health over the Apostle issue right now on the other stream. I mean, I don't care what they talk about. They can talk about whatever they want to talk about. Believe me, I thought about it all. I mean, I don't care what people say. They say whatever, man. It is what it is, you know. They want to say something to me, maybe I'll say something back to them. You never know. But I'm usually nice to most people. But yeah, man, I try to get along with most people, man. I think that's a good approach to take in life. Try to get along with people, treat people with respect, be nice to everybody. Help people out when you can, even if, you know, no expectations at all. So, usually that's been a pretty good approach to take with things. I'm usually a pretty supportive person to most people that I encounter. Sometimes that spreads me too thin, of course, because if you try to help out everybody, then, you know, you kind of neglect your core people. So you spend a lot of time and energy on a lot of things, and you are helping people out, but at the same time, you're maybe taking away from some relationships that you have and that you want to focus on and build on. So the boys are going back and forth right now. Landon Tice up about $60,000 for today's match. Bill Perkins been fighting his way back, holding his own so far today. Pretty aggressive match pre-flop in terms of the 3-betting. Not necessarily as aggressive as getting a showdown in these big pots and these big moments. My man Danny Hendon, what's happening, Danny? Mowgli, what's happening, Poppy? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Right hand side. Bet on the turn by Landon. Does get called by Bill. River's a 4. So any 5 now makes a straight. Any 3 still has trips. See what Landon decides to do. If he's going to value bet all his aces here, I'm not sure. Wayne Simmons, what's happening? What's going on, brother? 5,000 bet from the kid on the right-hand table. Bill Perkins jet flies on by again, gets called. Bill does not. Showdown the winner, Landon Tice with the deuces, the ducks for the full house. Landon turns the full house there at pocket 2s, bets the turn, bets the river. Does get called. Very nice hand there by Landon Tice. As Landon looking to run it up a little bit. So Landon extend that lead a little bit. Still up about around the 1 to 2 buy-in mark so far. $7,700 pot on the left-hand table. Gets down to the river. Landon. Backdoor flush gets there. Landon's going to bet 5,000 on the river. If Bill's got a queen, he's going to call. If he's got a backdoor flush, he's probably going to raise. If he's got a 3 or a deuce, he's not going to... Might do that. Check raise is big. 17,000 puts Landon in a tough spot. If Landon was value betting a hand like queen 10, he does call. And Bill shows down the jack 4. That backdoor flush gets there for the gas trader. Bill Perkins gets a big river. Check raise in. For Bill. Not a full amount. Only gets a small rocket. Nice hand there. Poker Bra says, can't wait to see the best Ivy interview ever. Good luck, Joey. Thank you, Poker Bra. Hope that you enjoy my beautiful friend. It'll be up tomorrow, noon p.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Moonlight Master in the chat, posting highlights on his great YouTube channel. Shout out to the Moonlight Master, always working very hard. Got a lot of love and appreciation for him. Master officially on board, huh? Right hand, left hand side. I smell a 4-bet come in. A 4-bet does come in. Here we go, guys. 4-bet alert on the left hand side. Landon does call once again. Another 4-bet, 7-4-6.
Fight!
Lock in. 7-4-6, 2 hearts. 4-bet from Bill Perkins. They are pretty deep, guys. You guys got to pay attention to that. 56,000 behind, a little deeper than normal. The way the hand's going to play out, it's going to be a little different as Bill goes with a 62.80. That small down bet looks to be about a third pot. Landon, if he's got overpairs, he's not going anywhere. If he's got a set, he's obviously going to continue. Will he check raise or will he check call? That's the question I now have. Some flush draws are possible as well. Small check raise by the kid. 16,000. So if Bill's got an overpair, is he just going to ship it in here? Or is he just going to call? What could Landon be doing this with? Sure, he could have some really bad hand. I mean, what bad hands could he have? Maybe a hand like 9-10 of spades, something like that. If he would have called a 4-bet with that out of position. As his bluffs, his value hands. Could be some sets. All in! Perkins jams. Landon does not look like he's going to snap call here. Ay, puppy. He gets caught in the cookie jar as Bill Perkins lays it on him right there in the truck that Landon Tice is driving. Ay, puppy. The truck of Landon Tice goes off the rails and Bill Perkins gets a big pot there. He gets a massive pot back. As Landon maybe looks to be up about $20,000 to $30,000, so it's anyone's game. Landon is not on pace to win this challenge. As Bill Perkins gets a nice big pot there back. Be very, very interesting to see what both players had there. I mean, that raise does kind of smell a little full of it. Obviously puts Bill in a tough spot. As Bill Perkins trying to get a little momentum back. The smoke begins to billow up here in the headquarters. So Landon Tice a little bit on the ropes right now. They're still blowing back and forth. Appreciate you guys for all tuning in live on a Monday afternoon, 1:39 p.m. here in the headquarters. You see our sponsor in the bottom left, Cash Live. My first private investment that I've made, working with them for a couple of months here as a consultant while they're getting their launch going on the US and also on Android. It's been a lot of fun, kind of slow, but a lot of fun. Right hand side. Check call by Landon, turns the jack. Queen 9, 7, 9, make that straight. Bill checks back, rivers the 4. Landon most likely going to only bet here a jack and a 10 if he wouldn't check raise that 10. Not sure what bluffs he's going to have here. Maybe turn some king 9s into bluffs. I don't know. Did I say it's Monday again? My bad. I thought it was Monday. My bad. My bad. Landon ace 5 makes a lot of sense with the ace clubs. Seems like a perfectly fine hand to check call there with. Art class with Dave D says, I support Cash Live. I don't know what it is, but I support it. It is a free-to-play mobile app on your phone. It's like a 15 and 20-minute like poker tournament game show. It's only all in or fold. And you got a host, got a live host, got some nice graphics, a lot of fun. It's pretty hype. And it's mainly for, not for like professional poker players, obviously. It's meant for fun players, recreational players. The fun player market's a very big market up there. People that don't know what the fuck they're doing, don't know what they're talking about, just like to sit down, play some poker. It's pretty hype. And yeah, we got some giveaways that we do randomly. We got bigger prize pools over time. I'm working with them on, you know, beefing up this production a little bit, maybe some more rocket ships or something like that in there. Now everybody's into the rockets like the Big Poppy is over here, and we are over here. So, but yeah, man, it's a pretty fun product so far. For people that play it, retention's high, numbers are high. People that continue to play, I love it. So it means you got a good thing going on. Amen. Glory be to God as Doug Polk makes his first appearance on the stream today, dancing at that pool. Go watch this guy dance all. Shake it, Poppy. Okay. Whoa. What is this kid doing? Real game provider, are you really having a podcast with Ivy or Dwan, or are you just joking? Right hand side of their overhead from Landon on the king turn. Takes it down. Nice hand by Landon. The aggression picking up slightly here as Gorilla Glenn makes another appearance. The first appearance by Doug at the pool. The second of him today. Gorilla Glenn coming back out. No! Calm down, Fire. Mark the Land Shark said, yo, listening while weed whacking a farm. What? What are you talking about, buddy? What are you whacking your weed? What are you whacking? Calm down, brother. We're just trying to watch some beautiful poker over here. So that small bet by Landon on the right hand side. That Doug Polk turn lead, that min turn lead gets called. River is the 3 of hearts. See what Landon's going to decide to do. Small bet the turn. He does bet once again. 34.93. Going to have some 8s, some 9s. Maybe something. What's his bluff's going to be? Maybe hands that have a 7 or a 10 in it to start. Bills. What's he going to call here with? Probably most 9s. Maybe a 6 occasionally, depending on the blocker with it. Free bet the call on the left-hand side. By Bill. Ace 7-4, rainbow. Shout out to Albert as well. What's happening, buddy? Small bet by Bill on the left-hand side. Ace 7-4. Not normally a recipe for a big pot, but we do get a raise. I was going to say, maybe we see one of the raises here on these ace-high boards, and it does work. Landon raised the ace-high board. Bill goes away pretty quickly. So guys are going back and forth right now, about an hour and 45 minutes into the match so far. I believe they're going to be playing about 2 hours today. I wish these things did last longer, but unfortunately they're only 2 hours. I hit my stride about 2 hours in. Real game provider. I don't know who you got banned for a question. I'm sorry if you did. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, guys. Been drinking too much water for the stream. Check raise on the left-hand side by Landon. And the ace-5 do. 2 hearts does get called. Turns the queen of diamonds. So Landon check raises the flop, gets called. What's he have here? Could have some 3-4. Could have a hand like king 3, king 4. Maybe a hand that contains a 3 with one heart in there potentially. is a blocker for a hand that might continue. He does go big, 10,200. Now Bill, what could Bill have? He's going to have some top pairs, maybe a 5, maybe some 4s and 3s himself, and some flush draws. He does call. River's a deuce, so that's a very interesting card. Big pot energy brewing on the left-hand side. Landon, is he going to continue through with another overbet on this river? If he's got 3-4, he's not happy about it right now. That straight is not looking pretty. When the flush and the flush get there, check back. Landon going to shut down 3-4, so Landon hits a bad river card there for the kid. Gets one of the worst river cards with that deuce of hearts. Could have made some full houses, made some flushes. Landon decides not to go with it there. And checks it back, so Landon gets a little pop back there. Goes up a little bit of over $40,000 right now. Go to the bathroom. Ay, Poppy, what's he doing over here? Calm down, Joey. Calm down, buddy. 2 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon.
What is happening? Just a king? Just no.
These graphics are awesome. I can't believe it. I just sit here and play with graphics all day. I edited this Ivy hype trailer, and I was like, I'm going to make this super hype. And I did that in about 20 minutes. And that trailer is going to pop off. It's so funny. I love that trailer. Thank you, Mental Notes. Now both tables and ACR are lagging. Ay. Come on, guys. AC, come on. Can we just, come on. Can't we just fucking get a game? Come on, ACR. I know you guys, sometimes got some issues with some software. It is what it is. Here we go. No, nothing brewing. A couple ish. Guys, what's going on? Ay. America's Card Room. Alert to America's Card Room, please. And we're back. Thank you, America's Card Room. Glory be to you. 4-bet alert on the right-hand side. Picking back up right in the action. Bill Perkins, Landon Tice. Landon looking to extend that lead. And he does lay it down. So Landon looks to be up about $40,000. About a buy-in right now. Going to be about $110,000 total for this challenge. After about 2,000 hands. Michael Fosco. Joey, thanks for the stream, bro. Thank you, Michael. Very, very much. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate you guys very much. Thanks, everybody, for leaving all these comments, questions throughout the stream. I've seen a lot of them I couldn't get to. I do appreciate them all. Thank you very much, guys, for supporting the channel. Watching these guys play some poker. Having a great match here. Day 5 of the challenge. So Landon going with some leads here today on those paired boards. E-Rex says, how nerve-wracking was it having to look into Ivy's eyes? It wasn't nerve-wracking at all, man. When I do podcast, I am you know what I mean? I'm like I've got a really great way I frame my podcast so that you're never nervous talking to anybody, basically. You know, you get yourself to feel comfortable, confident, talking to whoever you're talking to, treat them like a human being, treat them with respect. And yeah, none of those sorts of nerves or anything like that ever come to be. Left-hand side. Big overbet by Landon. As now we have no buttons on these tables. It's like I'm batting with my eye. It's like I'm playing baseball with a spoon. I get no buttons on my tables now from ACR. Well, we're going to see what happens. Okay, but this one has a button. Hold on. Now I restart over here. This one has a button. I mean, what the fuck is going on with this site, bro? These guys are making like $1 billion. I can't get a reliable observer table with a button. I mean, guys, what's going on? You guys are making $100 billion. You hired Nano Noco for security. That must have cost at least $25 million. Shout out to my guy Nano. I just can't get a button back at this other table. Come on, guys. I love you. We're out of buttons there. Okay. ACR should sponsor Poppy for PLO. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that, man. Left-hand side, check raise by Landon. Bill calls. Turn goes check, check. Bill's going to bet again, gets it through. It's going back and forth right now. Looks like this match probably ended in about 8 minutes, I believe. Ashton Henry. What's up, Ashton? What's going on? Calm down to ACR, guys. You don't got to be so mean to ACR. It is what that's okay. It happens. They do offer poker, you know, it is what it is, right? What can you do? What can you do? It is what it is. Free bet on the right-hand side. Gets it through. Nothing to see. You know, with the poker sites right now, I'm not really interested in like a direct sponsorship from a poker site, an operator. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really like any of the options out there I'm seeing right now. You know, for what I'm personally interested in or what I see them doing and stuff like that in terms of what I want to do. So, left-hand side, bottom pair there for Landon, takes it down. Yeah, I know with ACR, a lot of people play on here because tourneys, but, you know, also they've had issues in the past, and I'm not really keeping up to date with what's going on with them. But I mean, hey, they are at least trying to promote this challenge, so I got a lot of appreciation for that. You know, at least they're trying something. You know what I mean? At least they're trying. Tomas says we need an edibles company sponsoring some Yanni streams. We could do that. So I haven't really seen an all-in today so far, guys. Kind of a little bit friendlier of a match so far between the boys. little bit of friendly match here between the boys. Landon with a small bet on the left-hand table, checking back the flop. Bets and get called on the left-hand side. Yeah, Bjorn says, losing respect, Joe. You should send prize to one your channel. I definitely agree. If there's anything I haven't sent out, send me an email right now. So I'm pretty sure I'm up to date on a lot of the things, but if not, let's make sure, let's make it happen. Email joinroom1giveaways@gmail.com, please, so I can get all that taken care of. Lewis says you need a co-host, Poppy. Yeah, some of these times would be nice for a co-host, but you're just kind of going back and forth. Land up about a buy-in right now for today's session. Yeah, I'm going to get more guest commentators on here in the future. Right-hand side, check, raise, and call. Turn, 10 of diamonds. So if Landon check, raise, 8-9. Probably not loving that card. Goes check, check. River is a 10. So I think Bill's going to have more 10s here. Could Landon check, raise the flop with a hand like 10-9 or 10-8. Not really sure about that. Landon does bet the river 4,500. Could have a jack. Starting to give a jack in his range, but he does take it down. Nice hand. No, I mean, I like having co-hosts on. I just talk less, so let's talk to them. So some days I got a lot to talk about. You know, I'm doing a lot of on my study, so it's a good place to talk about my study on here. You know, the project I'm working with as well. You know, could always talk more about that. There's always challenges with all these things I'm doing. Poker right now, for me, playing PLO, it's just a matter of left-hand side, nice hand. Yeah, playing PLO is you know, pretty easy. I'm working on my game a little bit for Potland Omaha right now, but you know, for the most part, feeling pretty comfortable when I go play in any of these 5-10 games or 2-5-10 or 1-3 or whatever the game is in Vegas. Just because the Vegas games, there's not many of them, and they got really long wait lists. So, and sometimes you actually find the lower stakes game is going to be a lot better than the high stakes game too. So if you go to a lower stakes game and you got 5-6 players just kind of putting it off, and if you play a higher stakes game and, you know, it's a little bit tougher of a game, but you still got 2 or 3 fish in there or fun players or whatever, and you might not have the best seed or, you know, so it's kind of interesting decision about what stakes to play. And I've always jumped back and forth over my career. You know, sometimes I'd play 5-10, the same day I'd play 25-50, same day I'd play 50-100, same day I'd play 3-6. So, you know, for me, yeah, I've been pretty comfortable just not necessarily playing the highest stake all the time, playing a lower stake some days, not necessarily obsessing about it too much, and it's worked out pretty well for me. Chris Kruk said, Puppy, I'll come have a chat with you one day for some commentary. That sounds like a good idea, Chris. I'm in for that. We're trying to summon some energy around here with the boys. Looks to be a pretty friendly day so far. No bloodbath back and forth. Letter to Voltaire. What's up, Puppy? Cheers from San Francisco. What's going on, buddy? Nice to see you, brother. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Watching this match, the Gas Trader, Bill Perkins versus Absolute Go, Landon Tice. Jay says, how is your investing going, Poppy? My investing is, well, I think long-term we got a great strategy for right now, but it can certainly be more optimized. Maybe be more efficiently allocated. But yeah, I'm going with a little more risky of a investment strategy right now with some parts of my portfolio. I'm just kind of learning a lot too. Trying to study as much as I can, try to understand financial system. But yeah, the boys are sitting out right now. Looks like that might be it. Looks like this might be it. Looks like Landon wins about $40,000 for today's game. They're playing about 2 hours. We're going to figure out the official results. I'll share them on Twitter, on YouTube as well too, and I'll share them on my Instagram page as well if you guys want to ever catch up to date with what the results are. So I think the guys are going to do a post-match interview over there with Matt. We should get these guys on for post-match interview, man. Damn, man, I'm getting big time in post-match interviews. Sadness. No post-match. I don't get no. One of these times, guys, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a match where I get to do some post-match interviews. One of these days. We're still early. One of these days. Who's it gonna be? I wonder. Yeah, Keegan, much love, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Phil Ivey podcast is tomorrow.
Joining me today is debatably one of the greatest poker players of all time.
That's a hell of a lead-in. Like, you know, and
50,000, 100,000.
50,000, 100,000, you know.
How much money you got in front of you?
10 million, I think we started with, you know. But
How much did you end up beating this guy for?
16 million. I'm in a really good place in my life right now, and it's, you know, I'm really happy.
As you can see, SWAT team breaking in the door again. This is the best crowd I've ever seen. But yeah, I think they're going to do some post-match interviews. I'm not sure. I'm going to see if I can tune in, listen in, and see what these guys got to say over on the Berkey stream. I'll turn that on for you as well, too. Moonlight Master, can I use this to close out my highlight video? Absolutely, big dog. You are more than welcome to put that in there. I would love if you did. Why not? Thank you very much, my friend. Boyd Fleming says, what up, B-More? Born and raised in around Baltimore area. Well, that's cool. So, guys, looks like Landon won about $40,000 today. That's going to pull his total to about $93,000 after about 2,000 hands of 20,000 hands. And now we're going to wait for some post-match interviews, listen in on what these guys got to say. Yeah, guys, appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Thanks a lot once again. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, feel free to go ahead and do that. Support the channel, support myself and the team here. We need like an ending logo when it ends, you know what I'm saying? We need something that shows it ends and we're... Go to the interview phase or something like that. Alright, looks like Landon's talking. See what he's got to say.
How you feel, big dog? Pulled out a W today?
Yeah, I feel okay. Yeah, not much happened necessarily. Like a few big pots, and that's kind of it. Nothing really too much happened today, I guess I would say, but we did pass 2,000 hands. We played 366 in 2 hours, which is a lot.
Yep.
So the thing we played 2,045 hands. I'm up 84K and running at 10 big blinds, winning at 14 adjusted. So we're slightly winning.
Okay. Good to hear.
That's where we're at.
Team Tice is happy that you're +1 big blind per 100 right now.
Yep.
So that puts you up about 30K then for this session? 31K?
Yeah, I won like 29.
Oh, okay.
29. Yeah, literally 30. Like 29, 9, 22.
Gotcha. Talk to me a little bit about the back and forth. It wasn't a big match in the sense of all-ins and calls or anything of that nature, but I noticed a little bit more river aggression out of both of you, and in general, there was a big exchange where, you know, you jumped out to, I think, a 70K lead at one point, and then went all the way backwards to being stuck, ultimately pulling out a 30K win.
Yeah. I don't really know too much that happened besides like a 4-bet pot where I had to raise fold versus a jam. And yeah, I mean,
was that a close spot? Because you were kind of in the tank a little bit. I figured it was going to be a pretty quick decision.
Yeah, it was relatively close, but I'm not too sure.
Good.
Might have got like a little bit ambitious, but
yeah. I mean, those,
you know how it is.
Those situations are going to present themselves for sure.
Yeah.
Any big hands that you can remember that you care to discuss?
Not really. I don't really remember too much, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just more. Yeah, I gave up a bluff in a spot where he saw it. Like I had king 10, no club, and he had jack 10 of spades. I'm just not sure. It might be bad. Might be good. There's literally no idea.
Are you able to share what he had? The hand where you had 3-4 and flopped the straight.
He had queen 5 for a turn 2 pair.
Oh, okay. And then counterfeit river. Yeah.
Yeah, counterfeit river check.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the hands that kind of stuck out to me. Felt like maybe we missed a little bit of value on the end, but I just don't know those spots well enough to really make a comment one way or the other. And the fact that he had queen 5, obviously I assume that's probably one of the hands that folds, but maybe not because it double blocks.
Right. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, you'll find out, I suppose. What is the plan moving forward now that you guys are at such a, let's not call it a speedy pace, but you're at a pretty reasonable pace where, you guys are, I think right now you're on pace to finish sometime in September if you were to keep this up. Is the plan to keep attempting 3 times a week for 2 hours at a time?
I think so. I think there's gonna be a few days where we play a little bit longer, but I think the 2-hour sessions is nice, like for viewer wise, and then also play wise.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like you can get some pretty big swings, and then other days like just kind of chill out and like watch some poker, I guess.
Yeah,
it just makes it easier to watch in like 2-hour bites versus like 5-hour deathmatch sessions.
Right. I think that for the viewer, it's probably a little bit lost that you're just not going to see as many huge swings over the course of 380 hands as you would if you guys played 1,000 hands, which during the Negreanu Polk match, we saw multiple sessions where they were well over 1,000 hands.
Right. Yeah, we're just going to kind of like slow and steady, but like not too slow because we play pretty fast.
Yeah.
So like 2,000 hands, I'm sure is a lot more than people thought was going to get done at this time already. So
yeah,
10% of the way through, not too bad a pace.
Are you and the team happy with the pace? Is there any part of you
think
that
so.
would like to slow down and study more, or vice versa?
I think that we're both sort of comfortable with it. Like more time is nice, kind of, but then also just kind of staying in like the headspace of playing every week is also nice too.
Yeah.
And just sort of being able to like kind of commit to like a few days a week, which is nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you know if we're being joined by the old timey billionaire?
We need to send him the link.
Jesus Christ, this link. This link. Andre says it's in the Skype chat. I've never been sent a link, for what it's worth. I don't know what this links to. I think that it's an ongoing joke that I'm not included in on at this point. Just another one of Landon Tice's memes to get the old-timey reg.
It's not my meme, man. It's his meme. But he does need the link to join the Skype call. I sent it to him, yeah.
Okay, cool. How'd the sparring session with Schulman go this afternoon?
It was good.
I saw you guys dancing a little bit in the driveway when I was leaving.
A little bit.
Yeah. You working a little on the ones and twos?
A little bit.
Yeah. Have you ever
Slowly.
boxed before?
I mean, not people other than my brothers, but so not really, no.
So you've never trained, is what you're saying?
Correct.
It's fun. It's a lot of counting, and remembering like what the numbers equate to.
Okay, he saw the link, so I think he's on the way.
Ask Landon if he's ahead or behind where he expected to be 10% into the match. Good question, John.
I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, I think we're making some pretty good pace. I think I'm doing okay, but like I didn't think I would jump out to like a massive lead, but I also didn't think I was going to get stuck infinite. So it's kind of where I expected it to be a little bit, but you don't really
I can
know.
hear people, so that means I gotta connect the thing. So
I can hear you though. He's speaking.
Man, I wish that like honestly we should just like start including Perkins joining the call as a part of the show for like behind the scenes, because it's such
Bluetooth.
It's such a boomer type thing. He's like, does this thing work? Where's the video? It's like connecting on a FaceTime with your grandma.
On. I gotta find JBL Boombox 2, and it doesn't see it. So we need to push that button. Okay.
For those of you who can't hear what's going on right now, it sounds like Perkins is having a real crisis with his technology. He's speaking the instructions out loud to himself,
Delete. Okay. Now. I can't
waiting
hear
for
you
the
guys,
beep,
so hold on.
and attempting to get,
Look at it
I
again.
guess,
3 times.
speaker of
Okay.
some
how do
What
you
the
get
fuck is this guy doing, bro? Can't
More.
this guy get it together on this fucking thing? I mean, come on.
Turn off income hold
Come on,
call
B-
audio
come on,
video
BP.
settings. Okay, camera.
I think he's just
looks
fucking with
okay.
people. I think this guy's just fucking with people at this point.
there he is.
He's back.
Where's the
He's down
audio
there.
settings?
You know what? This is
Back. Speakers. Test up. Good shit.
He's in the Matrix right now.
this is the 5th time we've had you two on, and I don't think Perkins has been in the same place twice.
He's dancing.
How is he calling on Skype? Isn't he already connected? You have his video feed.
Now, we're set. We got the
Hello?
funky ass. I might have to make that into like a club mix because they did the Sesame Street into a club mix, so that could be a club mix too. Oh, does that work? That works.
That works.
We're listening to the
We
post-match
see you.
interviews
We
right
hear
now,
you.
guys.
I think we need some light in here. Can you turn this thing on?
You're in the darkness. You're in the darkness.
I'm over
Wow,
in the
he's
dark.
got a ring light too.
Mm-hmm.
I got a thing. Is that better?
That's great.
No, that's not better. That might be better.
Yeah.
I'm a key grip. I'm a good key grip. Okay.
Welcome, sir.
All right.
It's always a pleasure.
All right.
Where are you? Because you haven't played from the same place twice, as far as I can tell.
I've been between Austin and Houston.
Okay.
And there's like a little room upstairs where I go and put on the music and play. And then there's like a little office in Austin that I play. Those are the 2 places I've been.
Okay. This looks like a nice room for you to smash stuff if things go wrong. Like super easy cleanup.
Things were going wrong. There were some serious runouts here. Like we're, Landon had that straight with the 3-4 diamonds, and I was like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
It was like, of course. And then he had another full house. And we were like, of course he turned a full house. Like, of course,
Oh, you had a 5 on that hand?
I can't remember.
It was
I think I had it.
It
it was when I had deuces on
Yeah.
ace 3-3 probably.
It was ace 3-3,
Yeah,
deuce
I-
4.
He had an
Of course
ace.
I
He
had
had an ace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there were some runouts where I was just like, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of ridiculousness of it, And so, but, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Do you know what the results were for today? I don't even know.
Yeah. So I won like 30, 29-9.
1,000, 29,900?
Yeah. So less than a buy-in.
Okay.
So you guys are about even with the spot thus far. I guess talk to me a little bit about the game flow of the match, because from what I could tell, the overall aggression seemed to be higher despite the fact that there were no all-ins and not a lot of money changed hands.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you can make a lot of, you can play well, but make the overall mistake of like you can make mistakes of commission, mistakes of omission, right? And I think prior, a lot of my mistakes were mistakes of omission, and I'm just playing the game now and trying to like not have those mistakes of omission,
Okay.
And I think if you're playing poker correctly, this is just me as an amateur, in Heads Up No Limit, it looks very aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you just sat and watched 2 bots go at it, you'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What's going on here, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm not a bot. I'm not even close to a bot. But like I'm trying to mimic the AI gods, and that's where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. So I think the more you see Landon or myself getting to that, that AI god level, the more aggressive you'll see poker.
Are you surprised at the lack of all-ins pre-flop thus far? I mean, I know we've only played 2,000 hands, but you guys have only been all-in with aces versus kings thus far.
Yeah, it is interesting, right? Like, but we have had we had our fair share of 4-bet pots.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that intermediate step has taken over, and I guess it's just the way the chips fall, right? Where people are rolling. That
Yeah.
We haven't just like got it all in.
Yeah, I mean, we're still only 10% of the way through, so there's plenty of time for pain and blood. How do you feel about the 2-hour sessions versus like longer ones? Obviously, over a smaller hand sample, you're not going to see quite as big of swings, but you're still going to get the 20,000 hands out at some point.
I mean, I like the format because, the good thing about poker, the great thing about poker is that it's a puzzle, but the puzzle is deep, right? Like, it's not like tic-tac-toe, right? There's always like some new spot with a new thing and a new line where you're just, you get into like weird spots. And so I think both Landon and I will be in situations where we want to go back and look at that, be like, well, what is the answer and how should I be thinking about that spot, and get better in 2 hours. And so also just attention span,
Yeah.
I think, I don't know if it's quackery or what, but like 45 minutes is like peak attention span. That's why college classes are 45 minutes, and we're doubling that to like a movie theater, right? A long movie is 120 minutes.
Yeah.
And so I think for me, especially where you're having like the ups and downs of, RNGesus, right? Rolling something that you don't really want to do, but you got to do,
Yeah.
right? And like having it work out or not work out, right? Like, motherfucker, I had to fucking bet, and fucking guys got river to fucking 3, or whatever it is, what I mean? Like, that gets a little draining. And so for me, I like it. I think it's good for the fans too, right? Like 2 hours, you can watch it, it's going to end, you can come back, right?
Yeah.
You don't have this open-ended, like, when is this thing going to end? Am I going to miss the hand of the night or whatever type of thing? So I think it's good for myself. I think it's good for Landon. I think it's good for poker.
Yeah, I largely agree. What's the plan moving forward now? I assume we're going to keep with the 2-hour schedule for the most part. Are you guys going to continue to try to play 3 days a week?
Yeah, I mean, I'm traveling tomorrow, and kind of have a pretty packed day. But my evening might be free. But I really want to stay away from playing on days where my day is packed. You know what I mean? I want to come in with a look like it's hard. It's harder for me to play with a clear mind. Mm-hmm. And they could get back. Things are falling apart here. As you can tell, I haven't been streaming.
Sure.
So
sure.
It is just kind of janky setup. But and so it's just a little bit more difficult for me. Like that's the advantage of being a pro, right? Like his job is poker. He has his entertainment and his other life, but that's what it is, and his job is poker. So when Landon shows up, he's going to be very focused and have minimal distractions, right?
Yep.
And if I have a full day, it could be ludicrous, right? Across different verticals.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So does that mean you're aiming for Friday, or is this still just like up in the air?
Yeah, I mean, I have the boys coming down. Actually, they're gonna play a little cash poker. So if we aim for Friday, it'd probably be an earlier session.
Okay. Okay.
Like a noon CDT.
Okay.
So I'll give that warning right now to Landon, so that way you can get some sleep, because that'll be 10 a.m. time. Right?
Yeah, the 10 a.m. YouTube streets are flourishing with viewers.
They can watch the replay. I mean, I don't know how to do it, right?
No. It is what it is.
keep it calm. You know, I gotta get my on the water time, and you know, it's also a work day,
Sure.
and I gotta do some other stuff, and then the boys are coming down. They're gonna play some cash game live at my house in Austin. So
Sick.
you know, have a little fun, splashing. I pretty much forgot how to play ring poker now, so they're looking forward to playing with me. Not that I can play that.
You'll be way too loose for sure.
Yeah, yeah, like what? I have a blocker.
Yeah.
All in.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a street blocker. All in.
Yeah, they're in for a good time for sure.
Right? Like, you know. So yeah, and honestly, like what happens when you play ring for me is I just lose patience.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of spoke a little bit about that on the stream, where I said that you're able to kind of lock in and play your best in this scenario because you have a template to follow. But if somebody gave you the template for 9 max, you would just be bored to tears and probably never play 9 max again.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, I hope we're only playing 8, but, you know, it's not fun. But that being said, I can just check out and go downtown Austin and have fun or go on the river.
Yeah.
And let the boys play, right? Let the boys play, if that's the case. But I'm happy, I mean, I'm happy with I'm not happy with the results so far, but, you know, I'm happy with the match. You know, I have to be careful not to beat myself up too much in spots. Like there are areas that I know if we go down this way, you know what I mean? Like I am not 100% yet, right?
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
And there's areas where I'm just like, oh, I'm very fucking comfortable. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? But and then even in spots where you're very comfortable, you haven't seen them all. So like, don't get cocky, kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
right? It's like, you know, like it's weird. Like you just running spots, you run a solve, and you're like, oh, that was counterintuitive. You know what I mean? That
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm happy with the learning. I'm happy with the match and what we're able to throw together. The community is able to throw together. And Landon, you should probably talk some.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed like the preparation for it and kind of the day to day. So like I'm just like really enjoying that, and the people seem to enjoy it too. And it's pretty cool, I guess. Like we're keeping it pretty close at the start. Like no one's not winning infinite or losing infinite. So like speculation's still kind of up in the air. So it's definitely been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely there. You're up what, like a buy-in and a half or something like that?
Total, I think I'm up 2 buy-ins.
You're
So like
2 buy-ins.
literally nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, you know, I don't know, like, now I know why every poker player says they run bad. Because it hurts so much on these bullshits these runouts that you just remember it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, of course it's a fucking one-liner to the straight 4 flush board when I have fucking 2 pair. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he fucking overbet jams the river, like, you know, and it's not even a 2 pair I can fucking call. It's like middle 2 or some stupid shit like that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here with the challenge and for today. Got my Ivy podcast coming. They don't know when they're gonna play next, and that is what it is. Appreciate a few of you guys for tuning in here, listening to the post-match interviews, and yeah, man, thank you very much. Basically, we already watched those guys play. They're doing the interviews over with the Berkey and those guys, so we were just kind of watching that, and that's it. That's all I got, guys. Take care, everybody. Debrief is Landon won about $30,000 today. He's up about $80,000, $90,000 so far. Not on pace to win the challenge, but they're keeping it close back and forth. And that's it. That's what we saw. That's what we got. Talked a lot of questions. And we saw a lot of people in the chat. My edible's kicking in now. So I'm in La La Land. And yeah, that'll be it. So Moonlight Master, mental note, Robert, tomorrow noon p.m. Eastern Time. Ivy podcast will be uploaded on my channel. Stephen Bays. Much love to you as well. If you guys want to communicate with me, I'm on Twitter and Instagram a lot. And 2 pot tournament victories, Heads Up tournament, and Sahara tournament. So proud of those ones. But yeah, guys, that's what we got. Take care, man. Everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys very much. DJ Yes, Just Friends. Shinto, CK58, Juvian Hernandez, Stephen Bays, James Curry, Will G, Ben Lins. Appreciate you guys very much. And that's it. See you guys later. Peace out. Joining me today is debatably one of the greatest poker players of all time.
That's a hell of a lead-in. like, you know, and
50,000, 100,000.
50,000, 100,000, you know.
How much money you got in front of you?
10 million, I think we started with, you know. But
How much did you end up beating this guy for?
16 million. I'm in a really good place in my life right now, and it's, you know, I'm really happy.